Alright, my friends, here we are again. Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV. Yes, Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV on the YouTube platform. Today I will be preparing a very special macaroni and cheese. And as you can see, macaroni and cheese with all these lovely, wonderful ingredients on the table here. Yes. I have bacon. Yes, I have bacon. And of course, I have lots of cheese on the table. And I have broccoli. I have tomatoes. And I have bell peppers. And over here I have scallions and garlic. And I'll be using half and half cream and olive oil to baste the dish, and stove top chicken flavor. Yes. And the next ingredient, of course, is on the stove bubbling. That is the macaroni, shell macaroni, my dear friends, shell macaroni. Yes. And also have some tube macaroni. So if this is not enough, I'll be using some tube macaroni to go along with it. So yes, I'll be making special macaroni and cheese here today. You're watching the Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV. You're in my cooking lab. Alright, so these are all the ingredients that I'm working with here. You're watching the Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV on the YouTube platform. Okay, my friends. Now I have everything on the table for you to see. Everything on the table. The macaroni is on the table. Yes, the cheese, all of the cheese is on the table. The broccoli, the bacon, the tomatoes, the bell peppers, the onion, scallion is on the table. Yes, and the black pepper and the half and half cream and olive oil and the stovetop I'm going to use to baste the container so that it doesn't stick. All right, you're watching the Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV on the YouTube platform. All right, my friends, I'm going to put some olive oil in the container just to base it so the product doesn't get stick. Alright. Alright, my friends. First layer. Alright, so that's the first layer of shells. Alright. First layers of shell. Yes. Alright. I baste the container with olive oil. Alright. So it doesn't stick. Alright, so now I'm going to put some broccoli in. My hands are already washed. Alright. Now I'm going to add some tomatoes. You're watching the Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV on the YouTube platform. has tomatoes, broccoli, and tomatoes. Alright. Now, I'm going to add some scallion. Okay. Add some garlic. My hands is clean, folks. I wash my hands. I just wash my hands twice. Alright, now I'm going to add some bacon. Alright. This thing is doesn't seem as big enough. You're watching the Winston GeL Cooking and Discover TV on YouTube platform. Alright, so here goes the bacon. Alright, now my friends, I'm going to top it off with part of the bell peppers. With part of the bell peppers. Alright. Now I'm going to add some black pepper. Add some black pepper. Okay. This black pepper tastes very good in macaroni and cheese. I remember that very well from cooking school. I did not graduate cooking school, my friends. I went for about 6 months, and then I got my visa to come to the United States. So yes, I did not graduate, but I was cooking before I went to cooking school. So I'm going to add some stove. Yes, incorporate it. First time. Alright, my friends, now I'm going to add cheese, alright? Yes, I'm going to put on a very thick layer of cheese. Very thick layer of cheese, my friend. Very, very, very thick. Very thick layer of cheese. I underestimated the height of the container. I thought it was much deeper. Yes, I guess it was just deeper in my imagination, not in actuality. So my plan that I had in my head, yes. Winston GeL cooking and discovery TV on the YouTube platform. Alright, now I'll put some scallion, some garlic, and I put on some bell peppers. Turn the camera. Does the cheese need to melt and go down all the way to the depth where the broccoli is, the tomatoes, You're watching the Winston GeL cooking and discovery TV. Now, my friends, I'm gonna add my half and half cream. Yes, I'm gonna pour it in now. You're watching the Winston GeL TV. Right, my friends, I'm adding some coconut cream in it because the half and half is not sufficient. As an extra liquid, it will give it a wonderful flavor. Yes, it will give it a wonderful flavor. I hope you like it. I hope you like the journey. I hope you like this cooking journey. Alright, so I'm going to get it into the oven now. Yes, I'm going to get it into the oven. Alright. Coconut cream, milk. Alright, so it's ready for the oven. Alright, my friends, this is very heavy. Very heavy. Alright, so that's Alright, my friends in YouTube land and all supporters from around the world. Here is my first attempt with a very special creation for my cooking channel. This is my special macaroni and cheese. Yes, my friends, this is not no ordinary macaroni and cheese. Alright, this has everything possibly you can think of. Yes, this has broccoli, this has tomatoes, this has bacon in it, this has scallion, this has garlic, and this has bell peppers, yes, and black pepper in it. So this is my special creation. And to top it off, you're looking at the cheese that is forming the crust on the top of this macaroni and cheese. So I am going to try and cut around the sides, loosen it up, and then try to cut some of it out and to show you what it looks like. It's cool now. Yes, it is very cool. So when I mean cool, the temperature is very cool. It's not hot. And I'm going to try to remove it from the baking dish. You're watching the Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV on the YouTube platform. The Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV. Alright, I'm going around the sides of my, yes, awesome, wonderful, delightful creation. Yes, you're watching the Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV. This is my special macaroni and cheese. Alright, so now I'm going to cut it in the midsection. Let's see now, here goes. Okay. Alright, let's see if she comes out. No, she's not going to come out the way I want to. Yeah, I know what the problem is. The bottom needed a little bit more cheese. Want to see how it comes out. Just want to see how it looks. Oh, yes, the bottom needed more cheese. Yes, it needed more cheese. All right. So next time I know. All right, my friends. So that's what it looks like. Yes, it needed a little bit more cheese on the inside to make it more firm, just like the top. So this is a learning experience for me. But as you can see, this chunk has been held together with the cheese that were able to penetrate down. And so this is the bottom. The bottom didn't have sufficient cheese in it, so I didn't get the whole. So now I know next time to put a lot more cheese in it. All right, so this was my first attempt. So I learned something from this experience. Yes, I learned something from this experience. This is what it's all about. When you're cooking something for the very first time, you try it out and see how it comes out. And then next time, you know how to perfect it. And so it needed more cheese on the inside, not just the top. It needed a lot more cheese on the inside in order to have everything fuse and gel together, just like the top. This one here, this was the leftover cheese and bacon and macaroni. shell macaroni, and look how this comes out. See, this comes out different. It comes out differently because it has a lot more cheese in it. So everything is held together. See, I just dropped, look at the side of it. See the side of it? It is held together quite well because of the amount of cheese that is in this one. This was the additional cheese and macaroni that was left over. So this one, basically what it's telling me, it needed a lot more cheese on the inside, not just the top of it. And so it would have been perfect. Yes, it would have been perfect. So I'm satisfied and I'm pleased because I learned something from it. So next time I know I need to put a lot more cheese on the inside. So basically, yes, this is the outcome of this first attempt for my cooking channel. And you've seen this on the Winston GeL cooking and the Scrubber TV. Alright, so there we go. So this is my special macaroni and cheese, made with a whole lot of different delightful ingredients. Yes, which will be listed in the description in the channel. And you'll see this on the Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery. Thank you for viewing. Please like and share, and please tell me what you think. Leave your comments down in the box, and be candid, be honest. Let me hear your opinions so I can learn from it. And you can also tell me what you'd like to see from my channel next time, alright? So again, this was my first professional attempt making a professional macaroni and cheese. I learned something from it, that I needed a lot more cheese on the inside to go where the broccoli was and where the tomato was. I needed a lot more cheese. So now I know next time, because the top is perfect. And this one here, this was the second macaroni and cheese. Yeah, see, I can lift up my hands. See, it is held together quite well because of the amount of cheese that is in there. Alright. You're watching the Winston GeL Cooking and Discovery TV on YouTube platform. See you on another incredible, awesome cooking journey.